Alright, we got losers finals.
So you know more than me about Marvel. You want to commentate this match? I don't know anything about Marvel.
Esteban, we need a commentator. Esteban will do it.
Esteban got it. Alright.
I did not hear enough Big Willie style this tournament.
Alright, I'm back. Dropped a bunch of shit in that game, but whatever, I still won. Hey, John Nitty's in the room.
This is the most competitive Marvel tournament I have ever seen in my life. It is amazing. The level of play is absolutely godlike. I haven't seen this in years.
It is amazing. Dan, can you do me a favor? Can you get me 4 singles and 4 quarters?
I can give you $5 in quarters.
Absolutely not. People show up to majors, but majors aren't going to be the thing that keeps us going.
Yeah.
You need to go to locals. You absolutely need to go to locals. But budget your shit. If you only make $70.50 an hour, $70.50. You only make $7.50 an hour. Figure out what you can put aside for leisure.
Okay, here's what I don't understand. Like, I know I grew up in a very fortunate situation in a rich family. My kind of lifestyle, streaming like this, it's only doable because of my life situation.
Right.
I don't have college loans to pay off or anything because of I got on the scholarship of parents, and I know it. But these tournaments are not that expensive.
No.
People can spend $20 a week on cigarettes, but they can't spend it on a tournament. They can see a movie. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
What I can't understand is people saying I don't have the time because every minute I'm at a tournament is a minute I'm not working.
Right.
I get that. But people who are sitting at home watching the stream, doing nothing, saying, oh, I can't afford. I don't get it.
Oh, do you? Do you have it now? I need 10s. I need 10s. Okay. Sorry about that. Taking care of some business. But yeah, I mean, and I understand. I mean,
you know, AWG Indecisive, good point. You didn't even know this tournament existed till now, which is why you guys got me on stream.
Yes. Yes. This is why we like to get community streamers like Jaxel.
And Combat Network.
And Combat Network, and even Stickbug, just to kind of showcase, what we have going here. It's not the best play, obviously, but this is a local scene. Like, you're not going to find top players here. We're all just learning the games. That's the point. Come for the tournament, but stay for the people. Stay for the venue.
That was a big problem back in the day at the break. Like, I'm talking about 2009, 2010, AE. Not AE, Street Fighter 4.
Yeah, I was about to say, what?
Super. New players started to get afraid to show up to the break because the competition was so fierce. They were like, I'm scared. I'm going to show up, I'm going to get run through, and it's going to be a waste of time for me. So these smaller communities is a good way for you to, tip your wick.
Right.
Put your toe in the water, see how you feel about the community, the players, you get to meet some people.
Right.
They will help you. Oh my God, there was 1 second on the clock there. Was that the first match?
I believe so. That was game 1, right?
Yeah. Oh, and I do not advocate checking the region boards on SRK.
I don't think those things are ever updated, to be honest.
Yeah, that website is a piece of shit.
I hear a hint of bias.
Bias towards what? I'm not saying go elsewhere. I'm just saying SRK sucks.
Jaxel is mad. Don't kill me in the crossfire. I'm still trying to grow my sight. Come on, man. Don't do this to me. Yeah, man. Even if you can't come out to tournaments, like you can't come out to like weeklies, Go to events, grow your scene. Just go casuals at somebody's house, do something. Because the truth of the matter is, without the casuals, without like,
Oh, is this losers finals?
this is losers finals. Without you guys, this doesn't grow. Like top players, oh, you guys gotta stop pausing.
Top players are top players because they showed up to tournaments.
Yeah, it's not even that. But if top players have nobody to play, this whole thing gets blown up anyway.
Yeah.
And like top players started exactly where you started.
Look at Jay Rosa, one of the best examples of a scrub showing up to tournaments.
Right.
Showed up to tournaments, he was terrible. He'd go 2-0. And then within 3 months, he was top 5. Because he showed up, because he was willing to go to.
Hold on a second. But Exoke, why is Red Bank a bad location? I kind of want to hear this. Because I've heard like every excuse in the book.
Well, it's going to take a moment for him to get back to
Yeah.
But like Jay Rosa, he put the work in. Now, admittedly, he was showing up to 3 or 4 tournaments a week.
Right.
Most people can't afford that.
Right.
Now, this is where we're talking about where, like, can't afford it, I get that. But if there's one tournament around you, you can afford that. If you're at Rutgers, there's a tournament at the break every Tuesday. If you're in New York, you have Next Level, even though I can't support Henry Sen in any way, shape, or form. If you're near Red Bank, you have Red Bank. If you're in South Jersey, you have the there's a South Jersey series.
Thursday Night Clash?
I don't know what it's called. It's in like
there's-
Absagon or
Yeah,
something?
there's Thursday Night Clash on Thursdays, and then there's Monday Night Fights.
In Absagon, yeah. If you're in Philly, there's stuff in Philly. I don't know what it is, but there's always, at least if you're in a densely populated area, there's always a tournament around if you look for it. If there isn't a tournament, there's at least players
Right.
who gather once a week and just play each other.
Right. Exoke, they're right next to Yestercades, right down the street. There are 2 giant parking lots. Parking is free after 6. Also, if you're traveling from New York, there is a New Jersey transit station 2 blocks away. It's literally like a 5-10 minute walk from the venue. I understand it's hard to get here because of work, though.
Mark 8 makes a good point. He says, you are only as good as your opponents. If your opponents are no good, you will be no good.
Right.
So if all you're doing is sitting at home playing against your cousin and your neighbor, you're not going to be, you're not leveling up.
And for those of you guys who are still in college, I think there was somebody who was talking about take care of his mom, but he's in college. I mean, I used to go to Brookdale Community College.
Colleges are
The best
always
places you can
are
be.
the best places
They're the
to play
best
video
places you
games.
can be.
There's always like gamers in college don't let themselves be known as well as they should, but
Right.
there's always a group.
And collegiate gaming leagues are going to be a big part of gaming's future. They have to be.
Absolutely.
They
Look
breed
at
top talent.
Look at Rokanaya and Rock Crew
Right.
at Rutgers.
All Rutgers.
Well,
Look at Stickbug.
yeah.
Stickbug came out of Rutgers.
Exactly. And Rutgers, admittedly, has always had a very strong fighting game community.
Right.
Especially in Soul Calibur back in the day.
Mimic Chess, if gamers in college are only playing Halo and Rock Band around you, then you
is
should change
wrong.
that.
That is also not true.
John Nitty giving himself the self-shout out.
Hey, John Nitty, I'll have you know I won Soul Calibur 5 tonight.
There you go. Do exactly what Broken Tia Stick is doing right there. Just gather. You guys have a genuine love for these games, and you'll be fine. Some of you are dicks, but you'll get over it. Or just don't hang out with those people.
Malice, I beg to differ. You always win playing with yourself.
Who loses in that? Like, just thinking about that. Who loses? You don't have to cuddle. You don't have to care. You don't even have to clean up if you're a dirty son of a bitch. Oh, Spider-Man's going to town now. Spider-Man woke up.
You don't have to pay either. There is. I've never actually heard. I actually have only ever heard of 1 or 2 tournaments that have age limits.
Usually
and
bar fights.
Usually because they're bar fights or bar battles, and they happen in bars. So you have to be a certain age. But any tournament in an arcade, in a venue, they will allow anyone of any age. But you should still, if you are underage, under 13, anything like that, have your parents know that most people here are adults.
But don't necessarily act.
They don't necessarily act like adults. But if they feel confident in letting you be on your own, they can do it. If they want to be there, parents, of course, are always welcome.
I ran into this woman who was like a parent of like 3 kids who was actually competing at EVO last year. That was nuts. That blew my mind.
Yeah.
She was awful, but it was still kind of cool to see. That's my Go. Go, Smash Man. Go. Just go. Meet people, hang out, have fun, learn the game. Don't even question it. Don't make that probably a definite.
You know, when I was like 12, my father would drop me off once a month at the Raritan Center.
Right.
Because they had a Magic the Gathering tournament every month. And he would leave me there all day. He would go home. And I'd call him at the end of the night, I need a pickup.
Yes.
I was so independent of a kid.
And that's kind of something that we're lacking.
Yeah.
Everyone's overprotective, but I mean...
It's a pussification of our youth.
Further south like TR, Exoc, you have... Who is pausing that game? Exoc, you have Thursday Night Clash, you have Monday Night Fights, you have a bunch of stuff in your area. And if you don't have anything in your area, start it up. If you really want something to happen, of course.
The power is yours.
I'm not going to DQ them when they both want to play it out.
I don't know when the next J-Dome is. I'm not even sure if I'm going to have another one. The last event was really disappointing. The fighting game community in general has been disappointing me for a long time.
You should get into that LOL streaming.
Yeah.
For an 8-way
And it's
run
not
team.
just the turn act, it's also the people themselves.
Jackson, I'm trying to start a site.
For what?
Please stop getting me involved in your controversy. Alright, looks like I'm back up again.